Hello everyone. In today's session, I will tell you how to do a exam paper using Google Form. So first, what I suggest everyone to prepare the questions in a Word format. So this is how I prepared. So let's say this is one questions and these are the four options. The yellow shows that is the correct answer. Okay. So here also copper when alloyed with zinc is known as brass. So that is a correct answer. So like this I have prepared for one section, and second section I have prepared like these questions. Okay, and in case if you have to put the images also, I suggest you to keep the images ready like this. Okay, so first thing what you have to do is you have to go to the your regular Gmail account. Okay, and then you type here, go to the Google Drive. Yeah, and then go to the new, more. Okay, Google Form, and then the blank. Okay, so go to the more, Google Form, and blank. So you can see like this Google Form will appear. So first thing what you have to do is, okay, just we will give the name of the Google Form. So let's say the name is second I sample test. Okay, so same thing has appeared here. Now what I'm doing is we will make it into a 3 sections. Okay, so why this session is sections are needed, you will come to know now. So here if you go at the down, there is called add section. Okay, so see, this is first section, this is second section. So what I do in first section is I will collect all the data. For example, first I want, go to the settings first. Okay, go to the quiz. Okay, settings, go to the quiz, say make it as this as a quiz. Fine, and here release the grade, make it as a later after manual review. Okay, so student will not come to know his marks. If you keep this one as checked, student will immediately come to know what is marks he has scored. So I will say later after manual review. Okay, next down you can say response, can he see, he can see only missed questions and point values of correct answer. So uncheck the correct answer, so he should not see what is the actual correct answer after submission. So he can see what are the questions he has missed, point values. Then go to the presentation. Okay, and there you can see uncheck everything, and only you have to check is shuffle the question order. So what happens if I shuffle the question order, one person make it, suppose you have 30 questions, the order of that 30 questions will be different for each student. Okay, so shuffle the question order, then go to the general and say click this one. Okay, collect email address, so this should be clicked, and then required sign in limited to one response only. Okay, so these two parameter should be checked, other things should be unchecked. Okay, so let's go one more time. So first you have to go to the quiz. Okay, make this as a quiz, then next option you have to check is later after manual review. Then in respondent can see only missed questions and point values. Okay, then go to the presentation. Okay, and say shuffle question orders, and then go to the general and say collect email address and record sign in, that is limited to one response. So how this limited to one response will help is student can respond only once and then press save. So you can see in section 1 you got by default email address. Okay, so in this section only I have to click and I want to add few more parameters. Let's say I will add, additionally I want to collect some more data from the student. So I am collecting, first the student has to enter the email ID and then select his semester and division. So that one I will make it as a drop down. So you can see there is an option called drop down. So in my this case I will say, let's say they have one is 6th A, okay, next is 6th B, and the third is 6th C. So this data will help you to segregate, okay, and we want it should be required, it's compulsory, they have to give this data. So next question, and here answer to this key is 0 only, don't give any answers, okay. Then go to the next one. On this same thing, I want to also collect the USN number. So when you are putting the USN number, make this as a short, okay. And remember, in this part when you are making the required, it should be a shortable answer text only. Sometimes by mistake you will make a number, so only USN number will it accept, okay. Next, additionally, I also want to collect roll number, okay. So see, you can see roll number, it is saying short answer but it will accept only numbers. So just move this one and say text, okay. So the student can say A11, A21 like this he can put now. If you put only numbers, he can only allow to put 21, 23 like this all. So this also I want a required. And then next, last one is name, okay. So text. So what happens is in the first section we are collecting all data of the student. So we are collecting the email ID, he has to select which division he belongs to and semester, then he is giving USN, roll number and the name, okay. Then you know we have created one more section, section 2. So in section 2 we will define all the questions. So for theoretical subjects we can have only two sections. First section the students data and second section questions. But if you are having the subject like where problems you are defining one problem and there are 5 questions on that one, in that each section should have one problem, okay. So let's go like this. So let's say I'm making 2 sections. So let's say this is section A, okay. So here I will give some questions, okay. So let's start with the first question. So very simple, go here, okay. So I have defined questions here, so just cut and paste. So I'll take, this is the question, Control C, copy over, okay. So what are the answers? Go here, all the 4 options, click on the first option, Control V, all the 4 will come into school. So see here with A, B, C options, everything it is coming. Then see what it says, questions, what are the assumptions made during the stress analysis of curved beams? So A, material is non-isotropic, material is non-homogeneous, both A and B maybe, and the last is material obeys Hooke's law. After that you have to click answer key. So do it like this, and then you decide how many points you want. So suppose you are creating this for 1 marks, 2 marks, that is the marks. So in this case I am creating for 2 marks, so 2 points. After that we have to tell which answer is correct, okay. So let's say I say this answer is correct, fine. So once that is done, you press this done button. So select the correct answer, say done, okay. And then you have to remember to make this required checked in. So what it says required checked in means in case students try to submit directly and this answer he has not answered this one, it will give an error or error saying that you have missed few answers, something like that, okay. Then you go and press this one, add one more question. So let's add the next question. Go to your Word file, copy here, done, all 4 questions, 4 options, sorry, done, okay. Answer key. So the correct answer is first the points, number of points are 2. Let's say brass is the correct answer, done, and required, okay. Then I'm adding the third question. Go there, the third question is JC, it stands for Then what are the answers? So given you 4 options for that, right? So the answer is, so click answer key and JC answer, 2 points, done, required. So now in this section I have 3 questions. So like this you can do if you are having a theoretical theory subjects. Okay, so all questions are independent to each other, but for the subjects like design, heat transfer, where all the questions are interrelated, for example I'm giving one problem and the person has to solve that complete problem and then answer that 4 questions. So in that case we have to create the sections only. So what happens in section A, all questions belongs to that one problem only. Okay, so like this what I can do is go here, okay, add one more section. Okay, so that I will show you now. So let's say that is section B. Okay, so in this one what I am doing is, in section B, one questions and a problem has to be solved and I have to answer 4. So I'll go and add the questions. Okay. Now in this question you can see I want to put a image. So see, this is the image I have to put. Okay, so what you can do is, if you go here multiple, here initially it will not be visible. If you go near to this one you can see the image. Okay, so click this image and browse where the image is in your laptop or desktop. Let's say figure 1, insert. Okay, so you can see the image has came. So after that I can put the questions. Calculate the stiffness of the bar if the diameter is 20 millimeter. So I have put the question, and what are the options I have given? So these are the 4 options I have given. Okay, so I'll just go put the 4 options, then again click and check the answer key, define the number of points you want to give, and the correct answer is 329 Newton. So click that one and done. After that again required, right? Then again add one more section. So similarly again I want to use that image. Okay, so in this case I have told, okay, calculate the maximum stress, and these are the 4 answers. So we have to choose the correct answer out of that. So the correct answer is 31 megapascal. I am giving it 2 points and done. After that again this answer should be okay, required. Now again in this section, third question I have given, I am not using that figure, but it may be, you can say this question is related to this section. So there is true or false. Okay, so go here, I say option true or false. Only 2 options in this case. So required. So now let's go to the all this once again. So what I did was I have created the sections. Okay, so how I create, if you can see there is a 2 rectangle box here. So add section. So like this I created a section. In the first section I am collecting all the data of the student. So email ID, a semester division, USN, roll number, name. Okay, then I added one more section. So in section all the questions are there. In section B a few more questions are there. So I will repeat one more time. If it is a problematic subject, then only create more than 2 sections. Okay, otherwise you can, in one section only you can have all the questions. In problematic subject, so each section will define each problem, one problem, and there are 5 questions on that problem. Fine. So once this everything is done, I want to, let's say, create a timer for this one. Okay, so what in this case the timer does is, so you can see here we are saying accepting responses. So this can be switched off manually. So you can see once I switch off, it will not accept any response. So if a student has already opened and tried to submit, it will give that the form is no longer accepting the response. Okay, so this switch on or off can be done manually also, by you can log in and do it, or this can be automated. So if I have to do it automation, let's say this part is there, so go to the setting part. uh, Go to this more, okay, and there is called add-on. Okay, so go to the more and add-on. Okay, once you press the add-on, now to install the timer, go here, add-on, type here form limiter, press this part and install that add-on app. Okay, it may ask you the permission to do that, so it will ask you your Gmail login and passwords. Okay, so this is completely installed now, so you can press done. So how to set the form limiter? Go here, click form limiter. Okay, go to the set limit. You can see a right side one window will come. Go there, select the limit type as date and time. Okay, so select the limit type as date and time. Check the date which one you are to. So let's say I want to I have given as 25th April. The time is, I want it should get switched off at 9 a.m. 5 minutes. So after 9 hours 5 minutes it should get switched off. Okay, so I'll set it. Okay, say then you press save and enable. So it may take few seconds. So once that is set over, so what actually does is at exactly 9:05 it will switch off this accepting response automatically. One option, you can set this one or manually come at 9 o'clock and switch this off. Okay, so this is how all these questions get created. Now what will happen? Go and send the send. So you can make it preview, so you see the preview. So this is how it will look like. So student has to enter his mail ID, name, roll number, USN, then class or division. In some cases it may come up and down. Okay, it doesn't matter. Definitely mail ID will come first and then this may get up and down because you have chosen shuffling of questions. Okay, so once you press the next, all this next part will come to the picture. Okay, so after this one what you do is you say send, and then here you can go here at the second option, okay, to get the link. So after the link is very big, so you can say shorten the link, then copy this link, and this link now can be sent to the respective student, okay, on your regular WhatsApp group. Now I'll just repeat the questions. So once you go to the Google Drive, new, more, Google Form, temp blank. Once you get the blank, you will get like this. So here, then first thing what you have to go to the setting, make it as a quiz. Second, later after manual review, missed questions should be checked and points. And then in presentation, shuffle the questions, and general, collect email address, limit to one response. Okay, and other all 6 is save. Okay, and then you in the first section can be added using this double rectangular symbol. So first section we are getting all the personal details, okay, and in the second section we are adding the questions. So people who are having problematic subjects like design, heat transfer, you can have, for each question you can have one section. Okay, each problem you can have one section, and then you can ask 2 or 3 questions there. and how to enter the question. So you have entered these two questions, so you can go here, copy your questions and different options available, go in the answer, click and then choose the correct answer, give the points and say required on. Remember to make it required on. Okay, so like this you can create the Google form. Thank you.